Language is an important tool of human communication. Here in the Philippines, we have around 180 languages, if you can believe that, spoken in different regions, but only 8 are considered to be major dialects. Now, there's a team of computer scientists and linguists out there who put up a web-based dictionary in the hopes of preserving endangered Filipino languages. Now, to tell us more about Project Marayum is with us this morning, is Mario Carrion. He's an assistant professor of the Department of Computer Science at the University of Philippines, Diliman. Good morning, Professor Mario. Thank you for joining us.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me.
It's a real pleasure. Now, this is such an interesting project that you have here. Let's backtrack a little bit, Mario. How and when did Project Marayum start? Why was there a need to kickstart a project like this?
So in 2016, we were approached by Ish Fabicon and Professor Ish Fabicon of the ASI Study Center for Culture and the Arts from Romblon, and with Professor Ricky Nolasco of the Department of Linguistics of UP Diliman. They approached our team with the idea to create an online ASI dictionary. Our project manager, Ms. Samantha Sadural, had the idea to expand it to any language, not just ASI.
Right.
So with an initial funding from UP Diliman and a huge amount of funding from DOST, we have made Marayum.ph. It's now available now. You can go and check it out. I'll go after the interview though. So
right.
Yes.
So Mario, I think, I don't know if people grasp the importance of this. I mean, I mentioned earlier, we've got 180 languages, and I'd like to make that distinction, or ask you for the distinction between languages and dialects. But, we've got so many, but really many of them are actually disappearing. I think we consider 4 of these languages actually extinct at this point. I mean, if we're not careful, we can lose a lot of this cultural heritage.
Yes, actually, that's true. To give you the latest numbers, we have 186 languages. 34 of them are in trouble, 11 are dying, and 2 are extinct.
Okay.
What does that mean? It means that the younger generation no longer speaks the languages of their elders. So dictionaries, making an online dictionary will really help in preserving a language.
Right. As some people might argue, though, that if a language ceases to be spoken, is it still relevant? Why do you think there's this great need to really sort of preserve these languages?
No, it's you lose when a language is lost. You lose the spirit of the culture. It's really heartbreaking to, for example, that there are certain literatures that only adults and only the grandparents understand. Their spoken their literature, their stories. It's disappearing. We have a lot of information that is disappearing because we're not able to pass the language forward.
Right.
So imagine a language that has been there for hundreds or even thousands of years, and then suddenly no one speaks it anymore. So it's a bit heartbreaking.
And once it's gone, it's gone.
Marayum is one of the things that will hopefully help a community preserve their language.
All right. How does it work then? I mean, I know people can. There is I think the term is a corpus of a body of information of work, and much of that was lacking in many of these languages, and it was really your focus to gather that body, so to speak, and put it into a repository, which is the website. How does it work, though? Can people contribute? Is it only experts who are putting the information on there? It's an interesting approach that you guys have.
So, one of the things that we did there are actually there are other online dictionaries, but one of the things that is new about Marayum is that it is the community that is the one who uploads and maintains their dictionary. What the website does, it just simply abstracts the community. You don't have to learn IT or be an expert linguist to contribute to your language dictionary. All that is needed is that you speak it.
Right.
It has to be your native language.
Okay.
So that's the idea there. It is not. We want it to make it easy for people to upload their language dictionaries.
Right. And obviously, there's no better source than the native speakers themselves. But how do we verify the information is correct, that's actually being added on there?
Part of if you become a member of Marayun.ph, it can be one of three roles. You can be a contributor, you could be a reviewer, or you could be an editor. We are recommending that if a community chooses an editor or a reviewer, they have to have some linguistic training so that they can make sure that what comes out of the dictionary is of high quality and is, of course, relevant to their language dictionary.
All right. Well, so whether we're reviewers, editors, we're all certainly users, and it's one of the most important ways that we can keep our culture alive. Good luck on the work that you guys are doing there, Professor Mario, and thank you for joining us this morning here on New Day.